again, thank you so much for allowing me to join you one last time as we move toward closing out the day. If you were here earlier, you might remember I mentioned my script, mostly so that I don't talk for 20 minutes when I promised you 5. So the good news is I still have my notes, we're safe. So this final pause is time to come home, to your breath, to your body, and to your own presence. After a full day of listening and learning, feeling, this is your chance to let everything settle, to return to yourself before you return to the world outside these walls. We've talked about compassion, community, and the work of healing systems and people. And underneath all of that is us. This final moment isn't about doing something new. It's about returning, coming home to yourself after a long day of being in service to others, in service to change, and in service to hope. Jack mentioned something in his story that I think is so important to highlight, that he found meditation and prayer. And meditation and prayer are really about listening. And this resonates with me so deeply and ties in so closely to what I do on a daily basis, because somatic work, these practices of grounding and mindfulness and awareness at their heart are really just acts of listening. Listening not just to thoughts or ideas, but to the quiet wisdom beneath them. You might notice by now that your mind feels full. That's okay. How could it not? Today has been filled with moments of grief, of joy, of connection and compassion, and hopefully many moments of hope. Let's see if your body has something to say too. It might speak through a sigh, through a sense of fatigue, through a rumbling stomach, or maybe a steady calm. Whatever is there, let it be welcome. If it feels comfortable, I'd like to invite you to join me one last time today in letting your feet rest on the floor and your spine soften into your seat. If you want, you can let your eyes gently close, or you can keep them at a soft gaze somewhere that feels neutral or pleasant. Take a slow, kind breath in and a long, gentle breath out. Again, noticing the breath as it moves through you, not as something to manage, but as something to listen to. Each inhale says, I'm here. And each exhale says, I can let go. Now let the breath drop a little deeper into the belly and the ribs, feeling that outward expansion, feeling your body being held by the ground beneath you, the chair, gravity. You don't have to hold everything alone in this moment. As you breathe, imagine you're exhaling the day, letting the stories, the data, the intensity settle somewhere outside you for now. You can always return to them later with more space and more steadiness. Grounding doesn't have to look like standing still. You might find it later as you walk to your car, listen to music, cook dinner, or sit in silence. Each of these things can be meditative, moments where awareness meets breath. Meditation, mindfulness, grounding, all of this at its heart isn't about clearing your mind. In fact, that's really not possible. Minds think. That's what they are designed to do. It's about coming back to your body, your senses, your life in this moment. So as you move from this space into the rest of your evening and out into the world, notice how simple that return can be. One breath, one step, one heartbeat. Before we end, take one more deep, nourishing breath in. Inhale, feeling your chest and belly rise, and exhale, letting your body soften. This is how we carry compassion forward, not by doing more, but by staying connected to each other, to ourselves, and to the breath that reminds us we're alive. You don't need perfect calm to be grounded. You just need awareness, a willingness to listen beyond thoughts, to feel the hum of life that reminds us we're here. It's always there, waiting for your attention. So as you leave this space, may you walk a little slower, may your breath come a little easier, and may you remember that returning home to yourself is a part of the work, the part that keeps compassion sustainable. Thank you for being here, for your presence, your courage, and your breath. Thank you.